Начинаем с этой камеры, которая на меня смотрит. Hello everyone, I am Dmitry Gerasimov, lead of Cellframe network project, and here is our regular AMA session with non-regular guests. Here today in our studio is Dmitry Nagornykh, lead of Dotflat project, and here we have to answer on a lot of questions that you have sent us before, and let's begin. Here I will start, and the first questions that I have received today. Please tell us what the Cellframe development team is currently working on. I cannot say what just one thing that we are focusing on. Most of our efforts are focused on common two-level sharding that we want to run in. Also, another point of interest is, or point of efforts application is Node.sys client. I'm talking about new wallet, Cellframe wallet, that will replace Cellframe dashboard. Its release coming soon. Maybe next week we'll do a public beta test version. So these two things is most of our effort applications. And the next question, it's up to Dmitry.
Okay, the question is, Dotflat is positioned as an advanced decentralized stablecoin that is resistant to inflation. How is such resistance achieved? Well, to begin with, I want to apologize for my speaking skills as I'm not native, but as the project expands and grows, I hope I will practice more, so this skill will advance. To be true, I received those questions a few hours ago, so I had some time to prepare for them and to prepare my answers. And I realized that there are questions that are very easy and simple to ask and quite difficult to answer. So to understand how we try to resist inflation, first of all, you have to understand how to what is the mechanism of the soft pegging. So the smart contract, well, I'll try to explain it in a simple way. From time to time, a smart contract has to determine whether the provided collateral is enough to emit a certain amount of stable coins or not. So it has to rely on some, quotes. The rate of the crypto against US dollar. There are stable coins like DAI, for example, which implement this mechanism. So we just took several steps forward. We take into consideration not only the quotes and rates of the crypto against US dollar, but we also consider commodities rates nominated in US dollar. That is how we can use the change of the rate between crypto and weighted basket of commodities. We can examine the change. That is how we can use this as an indicator. That is how the Dotflat coin stays stable against this basket, and that is how we suppose that in 10 or 20 years you will be able to buy the same amount of rice, orange juice, coffee, and things like that using the same amount of Dotflat coins. That's it.
It was a nice answer, and I want to calm down you a little. Don't worry about speaking skills, because when we have again our AMA sessions, my own skills was much worse than your on current moment.
Okay,
also, here is all our mostly our auditory, our community. So everything is fine with acceptance. The next question looks like, for me, what stage is the implementation of the second level sharding and smart contracts at? About second level sharding, I have already answered, I believe. It's on the final stages. Right now, we're working on the hard fork feature. That is a key feature for sharding, because just to break wallets between sharded chains, it's not a big deal. A big deal is to organize shards, make interconnection between them, make mechanisms that will fork overloaded shard to the two new shards. Most of the efforts of the backend team that works on the new common version was concentrated on this topic, on the forking mechanism. When we'll over the forking mechanism, we need only add mechanic to split wallets between shards, and everything should be ready. So nearest release will include a hard fork. This hard fork will dramatically reduce a requirement for memory usage, for RAM. And maybe the month or two after this, and we'll have a two-level sharding. For ordinary users, doesn't matter. We have not two-level sharding, because for current transaction throughput, for current load, it's enough to have one level. Second level is aimed to future. It's preparing for future. So anyway, we are working on this. And the next question, up to Dmitry.
What methods and mechanisms are used to link the Dotflat rate to a basket of consumer goods? How is the composition of this basket formed? As I said above, the mechanism is soft pegging, which DAI stablecoin already uses, and which showed its resistance to the frequent changes of the crypto rates. So I can spend like half an hour or even more to explain it in details, but I think there is no need for it.
Don't need, be briefly.
Okay, brief, okay. So how is the composition of this basket is formed? So for now, it is formed centrally. We just took a branch, of commodities like metals, minerals, and those which are used in the food industry. So we combine them in the equal proportions. For now, it is formed like to, the basket is formed like to show the proof of concept. And in the future, we are willing to empower the community to form the basket, to change the share of each item in the basket, and probably, the community may take the decision to change the address of the basket smart contract, so to change the logic drastically. But actually, we just want to rely on some, on some good indicators, and on those numbers we can believe. Like, for example, for now we translate the quotes from like stock exchanges, like London Stock Exchange, so it is real and we can rely on it. Maybe we will use some indices, or you as a community will form it in your way. So this is how it works for now.
Great. Here, I think the Cellframe technologies will help to improve security in this direction, because at least we close attack surface for quantum hackers, because such projects like our could be really vulnerable for them. They just need to hack a chain with a consensus of oracles and just change the numbers that they providing. Anyway, we do it. Also, I want to mention that after Q-Day, all the on-chain complicated mechanics like smart contracts do became really expensive. And here we prepared the most usable on-chain things like voting, like currency exchange that will work after Q-Day with with a little consuming of gas, for example. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's go to the next question that we have, and this is for me, I believe, but it looks like for Jens that it's not here. Question is, the QEVM project is implementing its own per-chain with the quantum-resistant EVM contracts, but you are also planning to launch WASM smart contracts in Cellframe. How will they be used, and why did you choose WASM for this? Look, it's for different purposes. EVM, it's mostly about compatibility because there is a big bunch of us existing smart contract, like by the way, Dotflat smart contracts that are already written on a Solidity on EVM. EVM, it's not the best virtual machine for code execution. It's not has a bad performance because Solidity is a really high level language. WASM is much quicker because after QJ we'll have a issue with this real big issue. WASM smart contract it's only choose for native smart contract system. Yes, we were thinking about to make a native EVM shard, but then we met Jan Smith that suggested to do it like its own project, so we delegated this to him. Anyway, we are developing some common mechanisms for both EVM and WASM smart contracts, like a new CF02 token standard. It's a smart contract driving token. Will work both for WASM and EVM, but for native we have to select EVM because we are really worried about transaction fees, about gas fees. It's right now sometimes it's an issue. Imagine what it will be after Q-Day. And then next question again to you.
Okay. CDP smart contracts and oracles are two key elements in the Flatcoin issuance system. At what stage of development launch are these mechanisms now? CDP is already deployed. Oracle smart contract is already deployed in Ethereum mainnet. The code is opened, so you can examine it and look, and all the transactions are opened. We will send you the addresses of these contracts if you are interested. The Oracle contract, for now, it is centralized, and there are few changes to be made. First of all, we need to implement the consensus mechanism to decentralize the quote transactions, and we have to make some more minor changes in this contract, but for now it works. And also we have an issue with transactions costs. So for now, quotes are renewed in the hand mode, so I have to run some script to make them happen, these changes. But in future, we believe we can do it on the daily basis or on demand, on request. So the user, if he needs to make those quotes be renewed, so he just invokes a certain function in smart contract, so and it happens. But don't forget to pay for the gas. This is it. Well, it is already launched in some beta version. Okay, thank you.
Great. I think here will be some news in the nearest future about some new mechanics from Cellframe networks that can help for building such consensus for oracles, for everything, for every custom on-chain consensus. We are preparing a new API. I believe it will help. Okay, the next question is for me again. The most discussed quantum news right now is a new powerful quantum chip from Chinese scientists. Does this mean that the quantum apocalypse is even closer? Unfortunately, yes. Ever research, ever release, ever experimental installation, it gets the apocalypse closer and closer and closer. Remember how the scientist ever 5 years ago was predicting about quantum computer. They were talking about 40s or 50s. Now it's talk about 30s. I believe it will happen in 20s. So for me, it's not surprise that it appears. I was expecting this, that we'll see more and more quantum chips this year, next year. It will be breakthrough after breakthrough. So that's nothing. It wasn't a surprise for me. Mostly it's surprise for people that was thinking about, it's some kind of 2000s problem. Maybe you remember this. Something like it's more. It's nothing complicated. It's nothing. Nothing terrifying. Just an issue that will be fixed. No, it's not. It's not. It's a serious problem. It usually hype we will see when this serious problem is faced by the ordinary people. They produce this hype. The next question to you.
Okay. How are Dotflat and Cellframe related? Will the project eventually have its own parachain in the ecosystem? For now, the plans are as follows. As we will have smart contracts in the Cellframe, so we will be able to move our logic to the more safe, to the more safe place and make it quantum stable. And if everything goes smooth, we believe that we can make Dotflat coin recommended stable coin for the Cellframe ecosystem. So this is the plan.
Yes, I agree with this plan, and I'm personally propose the file as a default stablecoin or flat coin. It's like a default payment coin, maybe some kind of inflation vault, like it's proposed. And really, I like it's much more than 5 stable coins.
Well, and may I add something, just a little bit? As far as I believe, and as far as Dmitry believes, we both think that there should be a better way to exchange money, a better alternative to US dollar or any other fiat currency, because it is it has inflation and it is centralized, so it is controlled by some other people, and basically you don't own it, even if you think different. Well, they can block your money and you won't be able to do anything about it. This is it. Okay.
Great. So by the way, it's only all the rest stable coins that we have, it's our rapid stable coins. We still have no any native emission of stable coin. However, DFL has a native emission on our network, so it's recommended coin. I believe in nearest time we'll see the trading pair with it in replacement with from USDC pairs. I recommend to use DFL for token sale on CF20. Anyway, let's go to the next question. It's for me. Cellframe recently launched a partnership with CodeMelt, a company that specializes in Web3 and blockchain development. How does it contribute to the development of the Cellframe ecosystem? We are attracting developers, as Microsoft CEO said, developers, 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 developers. That's what we need. So we are building new partnerships with different developers that to get them to propose solutions based on Cellframe. Because they can propose everything. They can build on Cellframe, they can build on Polkadot, but if they are partnering in partnership with us, they will propose Cellframe. The next question to you.
Okay. The pre-sale of Dotflat governance tokens has recently started. Please tell us how they can be used and what benefits they give to the owner. Okay, governance tokens, rule tokens, they basically have only two benefits, but both of them are major ones. The first one is that token holders may govern the system and its crucial parameters. And the last but not least is that basically all of the code, the whole system is designed to produce some revenue, some money, and all this money, all these Dotflat coins will be spread among the governance token holders. These are the key elements, the basic benefits. This is it.
Yeah, basic thing. Usually, when we have something that collect some profit, the spreading of this profit usually happens through the government tokens. The next question is for me, I think, but that's again about mostly Dotflat. How are Dotflat and Cellframe related? We are friends. Will the project eventually have its own part chain in the ecosystem? For Dotflat, as I understand, parachain mostly used for oracles consensus, so strongly needed. Will it be linked to the backbone? Depends mostly of holders, because we'll relaunch Cellframe auctions soon, and I believe the DFL will participate in this auction to be linked on the Cellframe backbone and be tradable, because I am personally waiting for DFL in pairs with a Cell, with QEVM, Cpunk, and Sys, Kel, and other tokens in our ecosystem. Okay, it was all the questions that was in this, right?
No, I have a few more.
You have few more. Okay, go through them.
Well, some time has passed since the pre-sale started. Please share the first results and further plans for the development of the project. To begin with, I want to say a great thank you for all the backers, all the investors who believed in this project. The current result, we obtained 14,000 USDC. Is it good or bad? I don't know. I think it is good in some ways. First of all, I would say that as I control my personal finance totally on the daily basis, I can assure you that each penny of this money will be spent only on the growth of the project, and you can see it through the transactions. Moreover, I had some businesses in my lifetime, and actually I hate to spend money ineffectively. That is why I have two basic principles which I will bring to this project for sure. First of all, I want to spend each penny on something liquid, which if something goes wrong, you can sell with little or no loss. So that is why we will spend some money on liquidity, to provide liquidity to the project, so to produce more collateral in Ether and to mint more Dotflat coins. The second principle is to assure that if you spend some significant sums of money, you have to be 100% sure that they will be spent effectively. That is why when we will spend money on marketing, we will test those ways to spend money and to see whether they are effective or not. And only after that we will spend some more budgets. In addition, you know, my personal money and my personal time and my efforts and my energy is invested in this project. So I want this to work. You know, I don't want to spend it for free. That is why I will try to make this project come true and to bring, you know, profits to all of us. The good things, you know, as we obtain some money, I automatically took the responsibility for this project and for this money, and I will try to meet your expectations and not to leave this project alone. And well, I can say that the current result is not enough, you know, to hire lots of developers, and lots of, you know, other guys, and to spend huge budgets on marketing. But still, it shows me that the project has a good potential, and it is quite realistic to make this happen. And so it basically gave me a belief in future success.
We all believe you and we trust you personally. Don't worry. Everything is transparent, so no doubts on what money will be. However, I want to mention here that the current results of the token sales are not final. We are working on attracting of liquidity providers for this and coming other activities. And I believe in the nearest future we'll see more and more numbers. And when we'll close the sale, Presale, I believe it will sure enough money to hire everyone to hire all the persons that you need, all the staff that you need, all the developers that you need. Just want to add one another question that I see in a list of additional questions. That's again for me. Now that CF20 is integrated on Bitmart, what is the current status of a CF20 integration on Gate.io and MEXC? Here I cannot comment any details, just want to say that process is going on. It's just a long road, and not only with mentioned exchanges. Other exchanges are also working on a CF20 integration, and one of these exchange should post news about this soon. And next question.
Okay. Well, the question is quite connected with the previous one. The pre-sale of rule tokens has started on Cellframe DEX. Do you have plans to open sales on other platforms? This will help expand the audience of the project? Well, for now, there are two pools on the Uniswap, two pairs. The pair Ethereum versus Dotflat coin, and Dotflat coin versus rule token. That is how you can buy them. You can obtain them. Well, the addresses will be provided, actually, we are here to sell those tokens, yeah, and to tell you into buying them. So the addresses will be provided, and you are welcome to buy them. and this is it. But be aware that we cannot like switch on the printer and produce as much .flat coins as we want. So it is we have to provide the collateral for us in Ethereum. That is why in Ether, excuse me. That is why so the pool liquidity is not that huge as you may think. Well, and we will, of course, as we will see the demand for .flat, we will supply more by producing more Ether. That is
Yeah, I think we should work together to attract more and more liquidity providers, especially for pools, not just for providing for purchasing tokens on presale, but just to form a collateral pool to emit DFL tokens, something like this. Okay, and next question, let be on my side. The next question: will Cellframe work on securing liquidity providers? Oh, that's just about what I was talking about. Or market makers to support sell trading on centralized exchanges. Yes, it's also the thing that we are working on to connect current rewarding programs for liquidity providers on centralized exchange. Stay tuned. And the next question I think we can take for you from YouTube comments on stream.
Well,
You
I
have them,
one
or
more
I can.
question. Yeah, on the rights of the .flat coin leader, I want to ask this question myself and to answer it myself. And I wonder why nobody asks it. I think that this is a key question to ask. What are the main benefits of .flat coin? If someone, I don't know, from blockchain or from internet will offer me the deal like that, I will accept it for sure. So the deal is that you can buy a stable coin which has no inflation in our terms, and you can put it on deposit and earn 8% annual, and it is backed by 150% of extremely liquid crypto like Ether. So moreover, these things, what I'm talking about right now, it is not my personal words. It is like a code of the smart contracts which cannot be changed. So if someone can offer me the deal like that, well, I will accept it for sure. So these are the main benefits. And another benefit is for the people who own crypto for now and they need like money to spend, but they don't want to sell crypto. They can borrow .flat coins and provide collateral. So I believe that this is a win-win project for every user. And I'm an end user of this project myself. I can say that one point is to provide myself with this kind of service, and as .flat coin emission will grow, the total supply will grow, the amount of collateral will grow. This will bring profit and revenue to the rule token holders. This is our idea. This is it.
Great. So let's see what the question was sent in translation. Let's begin. The first three questions. I think it's for me. How does Cellframe plan to attract more users to its ecosystem? Collaboration with crypto influencers, tier 1, tier 2, with higher trading volume, all of this, and only one moment without. For tier 1, we should show significant trading volume. Without trading volume, we cannot fit in tier 1. About tier 2 and other things, we're working on this. Next question, that's for you. Cellframe.flat growth. You see these questions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, answer them. is the third question.
Okay, so the Cell versus Dotflat, or in collaboration with Dotflat growth. So we believe that any, you know,
Read this question.
okay.
For other listeners.
The third one, the Dotflat's growth is first limited to Cellframe growth. Should we first focus more on the growth and easy to use Cellframe?
Or maybe better, maybe it's for me question, I think. I don't understand for what is this question.
Well, I do actually. I may answer it
Okay.
in the way I understood it. In fact, we are not limited for now. We are not limited with the Cellframe growth, because the smart contracts for now are deployed in the Ethereum mainnet, and the limit for the Dotflat project growth is the all Ethereum which exists in the universe. So
Ethereum liquidity.
yeah, Ethereum liquidity. That is why we are not like limited. But in future, yes. But as for Dotflat and Cellframe projects collaboration, and together growth, well, I believe that as you are able to provide, the more use cases and the more opportunities you provide to your users, the more growth you can wish.
Okay, I got some other question. Let me briefly answer on them. Then we'll return to YouTube questions. QEVM and ecosystem growth. What is the last update on the QEVM mainnet launch? Not for me question. Ask QEVM team. The next question. Will the QEVM token launch be delayed again? That's to them. What partnerships are in place or being negotiated to bring developers and projects to the Cellframe ecosystem? We cannot disclose the coming projects because we still don't know who will come and who not. I met a lot of beginners, a lot of startups that are thinking about Cellframe implementation. However, it's a process. When something will be more definite, we'll publish it for sure. Adoption and real-world usage. How many projects are currently building on Cellframe, and what industries do they target? Between 10 and 20, I believe. Industries, different industries. Really cannot say something different because we are platform for non-financial service, where we have a financial services. So it could be widely used. Other plans for enterprise or government-related partnerships that could drive adoption of Cellframe quantum security technologies? Yes, we have such plans, especially about enterprise usage. For government-related, we working with the agency to just be in touch with the modern cryptography, to be ready to be verified it for big enterprise usage. However, it's in the far future. So we are focused on commercial sector. Wallet and Web3 integration. Can you clarify the timeline for the browser extension wallet? That's again to KEVM team. We don't work with it. What steps have been taken to improve user experience for onboarding non-technical user to the Cellframe ecosystem? We'll release the Cellframe wallet, Node.sys wallet, that will dramatically change the situation with the user experience. Almost over. Marketplace performance. Sell price action has been lagging behind the broader market. What are the team's strategies to increase visibility and attract new investors? As I said before, we are focused on liquidity providers and VC. With 2025 being the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology, how does Cellframe plan to capitalize on this narrative for marketing and partnerships? You can see I changed my usual behavior and now not sitting an office. I'm visiting conference over the world. It's the first thing that we use for growing exposing. Okay, let's return to our YouTube chat and look for questions for you, Dmitry.
There are no questions for me as far as I can get.
Okay, for me, okay, I will try to briefly answer them. What partnerships are in place being negotiated? Cannot answer. How many projects? Just I have answered. Other place I see it's repeating. It's repeating. It's again repeating. It's again repeating. That's all my question. Zach, looks like I have answered to all your questions before. Thank you for all your attention. Thank you for all your time. It was
Thank you
really
very much.
nice MA session. Goodbye.
Bye bye, everybody.